national team and vying to become the senior men's all-around champion of the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships. The senior men that have qualified for the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Championships. Starting off on floor for University of Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. For University of Oklahoma, Olympian Yul Moldauer. For University of Oklahoma, Hunter Simpson. From West Point, Cash Johnston. For University of Oklahoma, Dante Reeve. For University of Oklahoma, Fuzzy Bettis. For University of Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. And for University of Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosuk. Starting off on pommel horse. For Evo, Olympian Steven Nedarosic. For Evo, Joshua Carnes. For Evo, Olympian Shane Wiskus. For Evo, Danila Lakin. For Evo, Lincoln Dubin. For Evo, Michael Giroux. For Evo, Crew Bold. And for Evo, Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson. Starting off on rings. For Stanford University, David Shama. For Stanford University, Senior World Championships team member Colt Walker. For Stanford University, Cooper Kim. For Stanford University, Xander Hong. For Stanford University, Nicholas Kubler. For Stanford University, June Ewai. And for Stanford University, Taylor Burkhart. Starting off on vault. For Air Force, Senior World Championships team member Patrick Hoops. For University of Illinois, Senior World Championships team member Brandon Dang. For Gym Tech, Zayden Kite. For Arizona Collegiate, Elliot Foster. For Greenville University, Kyler Hinson. For University of Illinois, Hassan Idodu. For U.S. Naval Academy, Brian Solomon. And for University of Illinois, Garrett Schooley. Starting off on parallel bars. For University of Michigan, Olympian Frederick Richard. For University of Minnesota, Kellen Ryan. For Meadowlands Gymnastics, Owen Shepard. For Penn State University, Landon Simpson. For Gymnastics USA, Ori Riley. For University of Michigan, Charlie Larson. For University of Minnesota, Ben Letvin. And for University of Michigan, Aronson Mansberger. Starting off on high bar. For Ohio State University, David Ramirez. For University of Nebraska, Alexandru Natachi. For University of Nebraska, Asher Cohen. For Agility Gymnastics, Justin Park. For Ohio State University, Parker Thaxton. For Salto, Anthony Rushinsky. And for University of Nebraska, Christopher Heiser. These are the senior men competing in the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships. At this time, we invite you to please rise if you are able to. Remove your hats and direct your attention to our nation's colors for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Gymnasts may now prepare for competition in tonight's Xfinity U.S. Championships for senior men. Gymnasts may now begin to warm up for rotation 1. This is the first of 2 days of competition for senior men. Individual event scores and up-to-the-moment standings will appear on the arena scoreboards. Each day's scores will be combined to determine the final placement on each apparatus and in the all-around competition. An award ceremony will follow Saturday's final session, honoring the top 3 on each apparatus and the top 6 in the all-around competition. On vault, gymnasts that opt to compete with 2 vaults will be eligible for vault medals. Saturday's Senior Men's Award ceremony will also include the first-time introduction of your 2026 Men's National Team members. Each gymnastics routine will be judged on the merits of content and the athletic execution of that content. The score for each routine is determined by adding together the routine's difficulty score and the execution score. And now introducing the USA Gymnastics judges for the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships men's competition. On the Superior Jury and Video Review panel are Dan Bachman and Butch Zunick. The competition director is Celeste Hamill. Judging on floor are Adam Hattersley, Kathy Sue Rupp, Paul Evat and Mick Kurth. Judging on pommel horse, Sho Nakamori, Tim Michaels, Aaron Fortunato, and Lenny Lucarella. The judges on rings are Nat Hammond, Jonathan Corbett, Craig Nesbitt, and Eric Briley. Judging on vault tonight are Nate Dodson, Tom McNamee, Scott Schaefer, and Joe Rank. The judges on parallel bars are Dave Johnson, Andy Brown, Cameron Sweeney, and Devin DeBacker. And judging on high bar are Michael Ash, Tom Cutts, Bob Cass, and George Craig.
All right, ladies and gents, we're going to be coming around all night long. Sorry for the awkward pause there. We got some fun and games. The first one we're going to do tonight, I got to introduce you to 3 friends here. What's your name?
Shepard.
What's up, Shepard? Who's your favorite athlete?
Brody Malone.
All right, what about you? What's your name?
Truman.
Truman. Who's your favorite athlete?
Brody Malone too.
All right, what about you?
Christian.
All right, Christian. Who's your favorite athlete?
Asher Hong.
All right, that's cool. Okay, where are you guys from?
Idaho.
Oh, I bet you got some good potatoes. Very good. Well, they're going to help me out to start things out with our fun and games. First thing we're going to do is I've got some friends that came to join us all the way from France. They made the trip just for this, and they're going to help us out with the first game, which is our flex cam. So show me your muscles. Muscles. I'll get it. I'll tell them to come up here and look for you all day. Let's go. Great job, you guys. I'll be around all night. We're going to get started with the action down on the floor.
This concludes the warm-up, and competition begins with the start of rotation 1. Starting off on floor for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. Starting off on pommel horse for Evo, Olympian Steven Nedorosik. Starting off on rings for Stanford, David Shama. Starting off on vault for Gym Tech, Zayden Kite. And starting off on high bar for Ohio State, David Ramirez. Zayden Kite of Gym Tech on vault. Stephen Nenorosik of Evo on pommel horse. David Ramirez of Ohio State on high bar. David Shama of Stanford on rings. Alex Knoll of Oklahoma on floor. Coming up on vault, the second vault for Gym Tech's Zayden Kite. Now on parallel bars for Michigan, Frederick Richard. Up next on floor for Oklahoma will be Olympian Yul Moldauer. Up next on pommel horse for Evo will be Joshua Carnes. Coming up on rings for Stanford will be Senior World Championships team member Colt Walker. Up next on high bar will be Nebraska's Alexander Natachi. With his second ball for Gym Tech, Zayden Kite. Frederick Richard of Michigan on parallel bars. Now on pommel horse for Evo, Joshua Carnes. Now on floor for University of Oklahoma, Olympian Yul Moldauer. Zayden Kite of Gym Tech on vault. Up next on vault for Arizona Collegiate, Elliott Foster. Joshua Carnes of Evo on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for Evo will be Olympian Shane Wiskins. Colt Walker, Senior World Championships team member from Stanford. Up next on rings for Stanford will be Cooper Kim. Up next on parallel bars for Minnesota, Kellen Ryan. Elliott Foster of Arizona on vault. Yul Moldauer, University of Oklahoma, Olympian on floor. Coming up on vault for Greenville, Kyler Hinson. Alexander Natachi of Nebraska on high bar. Now on pommel horse for Evo, Olympian Shane Wiskins. Up next on vault for Greenville, Kyler Hinston. Kyler Hinston of Greenville on vault. Kellen Ryan of Minnesota on parallel bars. Now on rings for Stanford, Cooper Kim. Shane Weskes, Olympian for Evo on pommel horse. Coming up next on vault for Illinois, Hassan Adodu. Cooper Kim of Stanford on rings. Next up on pommel horse for Evo will be Danila Lakin. Hassan Adodu of Illinois on vault. Up next on vault for Navy will be Brian Solomon. Hunter Simpson of Oklahoma on floor. Up next on floor for West Point, Cash Johnston. Coming up next on parallel bars for Penn State will be Landon Simpson. Asher Cohen of Nebraska on high bar. Now on pommel horse for Evo, Danila Lakin. Now on rings for Stanford, Xander Hong. Brian Solomon of Navy on vault. Up next on vault for Illinois will be Garrett Schooley. Landon Simpson of Penn State on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Gym USA will be Ori Riley. Coming up next on high bar for agility will be Justin Park. Xander Hong of Stanford on rings. Up next on rings for Stanford will be Nicholas Kubler. Danila Lakin of Evo on pommel horse. Garrett Schooley of Illinois on vault. Coming up next on pommel horse for Evo will be Lincoln Dubin. Now on pommel horse for Evo, Lincoln Dubin. Cash Johnston of West Point on floor. Coming up next on floor for Oklahoma will be Dante Reed. Now on rings for Stanford, Nicholas Kubler. Scully of Illinois on vault. Ori Riley of Gym USA on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Minnesota will be Ben Letvin. Justin Park of agility on high bar. Lincoln Dubin of Evo on pommel horse. Nicholas Kubler of Stanford on rings. Now on floor for Oklahoma, Dante Reeve. Coming up next on high bar for Salto, Anthony Rushinsky. Now on pommel horse for Evo, Michael Giroux. Dante Reeve of Oklahoma on floor. Now on rings for Stanford, June Ewai. Coming up next on floor for Oklahoma will be Fuzzy Bennis. Anthony Rushinsky of Salto on high bar. June Ewai of Stanford on rings. Up next on rings for Stanford will be Taylor Burkhart. Michael Giroux of Evo on pommel horse. Now on floor for Oklahoma, Fuzzy Bennis. Now on rings for Stanford, Taylor Burkhart. Fuzzy Venice of Oklahoma on floor. Taylor Burkhart of Stanford on rings. Coming up next on floor for Oklahoma will be Nathan Roman. Now on floor for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. Nathan Roman of University of Oklahoma on floor. Coming up next on floor for Oklahoma will be Sasha Boganosuk. Now on floor for Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosuk. Sasha Boganosak of Oklahoma on floor. This concludes competition in the first rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their second event in the 2026 U.S. Gymnastics Championships presented by Xfinity. Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 2.
All right, folks, we're up here again for another game time. I've got my two teams over here to my left. This is called Headbanger Relay. You'll see here my guys over here, they've got a pedometer on their forehead. The DJ is going to play a great heavy metal track, and I'm going to tell them to switch. And the object of the game is see who can do the most headbangs. Are you guys ready? All right, on the count of 3, DJ, spin that first track. 1, 2, 3, go! Switch! 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 And 3, 2, 1, oh! All right, we're going to retrieve the blue team's pedometer. I've got the green team right here. They had a grand total of 27 headbangs for the green team. All right, and for the blue team, we had a grand total of 92 headbangs for the blue team. Great job to the blue team. Hey, if you guys like heavy metal and you like air guitar, join in with us because it is time for the air guitar cam. sponsored by Tylenol. Great job, you guys. Back to the action down on the floor.
We are one rotation into tonight's senior men's competition of the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships. Here are your top three. Currently in third place for Stanford, Nicholas Kubler. In second place for Evo, Danila Lakin. And leading the way for the University of Michigan with a 14.608 in the all-around, Frederick Richard. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 2. Starting off on floor for Nebraska, Alexandru Natachi. Starting off on pommel horse for Oklahoma, Olympian Yul Moldauer. Starting off on rings for Evo, Joshua Carnes. Starting off on vault, Senior Worlds Team member Stanford's Colt Walker. Starting off on parallel bars for Arizona Collegiate, Elliott Foster. And now on high bar for Minnesota, Kellen Ryan. Colt Walker of Stanford on vault. Joshua Carnes of Evo on rings. Coming up next on vault for Stanford, Cooper Kim. Up next on rings for Evo, Shane Wiskus. Olympian Yul Moldauer, University of Oklahoma on pommel horse. Off on pommels for Oklahoma will be Hunter Simpson. Elliot Foster of Arizona on parallel bars. Cooper Kim of Stanford on vault. That was Alexander Natachi of Nebraska on floor. Kellen Ryan of Minnesota on high bar. Coming up next on floor for agility will be Justin Park. Up next on pommel horse for Oklahoma, Hunter Simpson. Coming up on rings for Evo, Olympian Shane Wiskus. Now on vault for Stanford, Xander Hong. Xander Hong of Stanford on vault. Coming up next on parallel bars for Greenville, Kyler Hinson.
Let's go, honey. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's go, dog. Oh, yeah.
Coming up next on high bar for Penn State will be Landon Simpson. Now on pommel horse for Oklahoma, Hunter Simpson. Now on rings, Olympian Shane Wiskus, Evo Gymnastics. Now on vault for Stanford, Nicholas Kubler. Nicholas Kubler of Stanford on vault. That was Hunter Simpson of Oklahoma on pommel horse. Coming up on pommels for West Point will be Cash Johnston. Landon Simpson of Penn State on high bar. Kyler Hinson of Greenville on parallel bar. Olympian Shane Wiskus of Evo on rings. Up next on rings for Evo will be Danila Lakin. Kyler Hinson of Greenville on parallel bars. Up next on P bars for Illinois will be Hassan Adodu. Now on vault for Stanford, June Ewai. Justin Park of agility on floor. Up next on floor for Salto, Anthony Rushinsky. Now on pommel horse for West Point, Cash Johnston. June Ewai of Sanford on vault. Up next on vault for Stanford will be Taylor Burkhart. Coming up on high bar for Jib USA will be Ori Riley. Now on rings for Evo, Danila Lakin. Cash Johnston of West Point on pommel horse. Now on vault for Stanford, Taylor Burkhart. Riley of Gym USA on high bar. Taylor Burkhardt of Stanford on vault. Hassan Edodu of Illinois on parallel bars. Anthony Rushinsky. Danila Lakin of Evo on rings. Up next on rings for Evo will be Lincoln Dubin. Now on pommel horse for Oklahoma, Fuzzy Venice. Anthony Rushinsky of Salto on floor. Up next on floor for Nebraska will be Christopher Heiser. Coming up next on vault for Stanford, David Shama. Up next on parallel bars for Navy will be Brian Solomon.
Let's go, bud.
David Shama of Stanford on vault. Fuzzy Venice of Oklahoma on pommel horse. Coming up next on pommels for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. Of Minnesota on high bar. Up next on high bar for Michigan will be Olympian Frederick Richard. Brian Solomon of Navy on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Gym Tech will be Zayden Kite. Lincoln Dubin of Evo on rings. Christopher Heiser of Nebraska on floor. Coming up next on floor for Ohio State will be David Ramirez. Now on pommel horse for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman.
Let's go, Mike. Come on, Mike.
I take a plan and I back and hit after hit, check the rat and I take the work, flip it acrobatic, got a little time and a lot of talent, a little talking and a lot of action. See the competition, not a challenge.
Now on high bar for Michigan, Olympian Frederick Richard. Nathan Roman of Oklahoma on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for Oklahoma will be Sasha Boganosa. Now on rings for Evo, Michael Giroux. Zayden Kite of Gym Tech on parallel bars. Frederick Richard, the Olympian from University of Michigan on high bar. David Ramirez of Ohio State on floor. Coming up next on pommel horse for Oklahoma will be Sasha Boganosuk. Michael Giroux of Evo on rings. Now on pommel horse for Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosuk.
Go, Josh, come on. Go, baby, come on.
Coming up next on rings for Evo will be Cameron Nelson, Senior World Championships team member. Boganosuk of Oklahoma on pommel horse. Now on rings for Evo, Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson. Coming up next on pommel horse for Oklahoma will be Alex Knoll. Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson for Evo on rings. Now on pommel horse for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. Alex Knoll of Oklahoma on pommel horse. This concludes competition in the second rotation.
Nice. Thank you.
Gymnasts may now advance to their third event on the first night of competition for senior men at the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships. Gymnasts may now begin to warm up for rotation 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back up here in the crowd for another fun and game. This one is called Name That Tune. I've got two contestants here with me. I'm going to introduce them right now. What's your name?
My name's Kaylee.
How you doing, Kaylee?
I'm doing good.
You excited?
Very.
Awesome. Me too. What's your name?
Maya.
Maya. Are you as excited as Kaylee?
Yep.
All right. Which one of you is going to win? Maya says totally her. All right, DJ. We got track number 1. I've got all the answers right here. Don't peek. Track number 1, DJ. Name that tune. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, hold on. Blow your party favor when you think you know the song. Got it? All right, here we go. DJ, spin that first track. All right, Kaylee, what is the first song?
Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
It sure is. Oh, you got the artist too. Look at you. All right, 1-0, Kaylee. All right. You got a ways to go, Maya, if you're going to win. All right, DJ, track number 2. Let's see what we got. Kaylee's trying to run away with it. What do you got?
Golden.
That is correct. Not so confident on the artist that time, huh? That's all right. All right, DJ, track number 3.
She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping around.
All right, Kaylee, running away with it. Who is that?
Choosing Texas by Ella Langley.
Sure is. Maya, I still have confidence in you. I've got 7 more songs for you to try to catch up. All right, DJ, track number 4. What do we got? Oh, Maya, finally. What do we got?
I Stay Out Too Late.
Kaylee, do you know what it is?
Shake It Off.
Sure is. Maya, you can shake that one off. There's another one coming. Here we go. 4-0 for Kaylee right now. All right. DJ, track number 5. What do we got? All right. Maya, track number 5. What is it?
Party in the USA.
America. Sure is. Good job. All right. Maya's on the board. 4-1. Here we go. Track number 6. What do we got? All right, Maya, what do we got?
Stay.
That is correct. Strong comeback happening, 4-2. DJ, track number 7. Uh-oh. Kaylee, what do you got?
It's the Bluey theme song.
Sure is. All right. 5-2. 5-2. All right, DJ, track number 8. Kaylee, what is it?
Lush Life by Zara Larson.
It sure is. All right, that's 6-2. We've only got 2 songs left. So these songs are worth 3 points apiece. See what I did there, Maya? All right, track number 9. Let's see what we got. All right, Maya.
Beat It.
Yup. All right, so what is that? 6-5. So whoever gets this wins the match. All right, here we go. Track number 10. Oh, that was so close, but I think I saw yours first, Kaylee. What do you got?
I want to say Let It Go.
That is correct. What you wanted to say was accurate. Give it up for Kaylee and Maya. Great game of Name That Tune. Great job. Great sportsmanship. Right back to the action down on the floor.
With 2 rotations down and 4 to go on the first night of competition for senior men at the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships, here are your top 3 in the all-around. Currently in 3rd place for Stanford, Nicholas Kubler. In 2nd place for Stanford, Taylor Burkhart. And leading the way with an all-around score of 28.308 after 2 for Michigan, Frederick Richard. This concludes the warm-up. The competition resumes with the start of rotation 3. Starting off on pommel horse for Nebraska, Asher Cohen. On rings for Oklahoma, Hunter Simpson. And starting off on vault for Evo, Olympian Shane Wiskus. Now on parallel bars for Stanford, Cooper Kim. And now on high bar for Greenville University, Kyler Hinson. Shane Wiskus of Evo on vault. Up next on vault for Evo will be Danila Lincoln. Asher Cohen of Nebraska on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for agility, Justin Park. Cooper Kim of Stanford on P-bars. Hunter Simpson of Oklahoma on rings. Now on floor for Meadowlands, Owen Shepard. Up next on rings for West Point will be Cash Johnston. Coming up next on P-bars for Stanford, Xander Hahn. Now on vault for Evo, Danila Lakin. Kyler Hinson of Greenville on high bar. Danila Lakin of Evo on vault. Coming up next on vault for Evo will be Lincoln Dubin. Coming up next on high bar for Illinois will be Hassan Adodu. Owen Shepard of Meadowlands on floor. Coming up next on floor for Penn State will be Landon Simpson. Now on parallel bars for Stanford, Xander Hong. Now on rings for West Point, Cash Johnston.
Yeah, good. Come on.
Lincoln Dubin of Evo on vault.
Do it. Let's do it first.
Xander Hong of Stanford on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Stanford will be Nicholas Kubler. Now on pommel horse for Ohio State, Parker Thaxton. Cash Johnston of West Point on rings. Hassan Adodu of Illinois on high bar. Landon Simpson of Penn State on floor.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Lincoln Dubin of Evo on vault. Up next on floor for Gym USA will be Ori Riley. Coming up next on rings for Oklahoma will be Fuzzy Bennett.
Come on, Fuzzy, back in and now let's go.
Up next on vault for Evo will be Michael Giroux. Now on parallel bars for Stanford, Nicholas Kubler. Coming up next on high bar for Navy will be Brian Solomon.
You're good. Yeah, let's go.
Now on ball for Evo, Michael Giroux. Nicholas Kubler of Stanford on parallel bars. Up next on P bars for Stanford will be June Ely. Parker Thaxton of Ohio State on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for Salto will be Anthony Rushinsky. Now on rings for Oklahoma, Fuzzy Bennis. Michael Giroux of Evo on vault. Brian Solomon of Navy on high bar. Corey Riley of Gym USA on floor. Coming up next on floor for Michigan will be Charlie Larson. Up next on vault for Evo will be Senior World's Championship team member for Evo, Cameron Nelson. Fuzzy Bennis of Oklahoma on rings. Now on parallel bars for Stanford, June Ely.
Let's go, June.
Now on vault for Evo. Senior World Championship team member Cameron Nelson. Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson of Evo on vault. Now on floor for Michigan, Charlie Larson. June Ely of Stanford on parallel bars. Coming up next on P bars for Stanford will be Taylor Burkhart. Anthony Rushinsky of Salto on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for Ohio State will be David Ramirez. Now the second ball for Evo's Cameron Nelson. Now on rings for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. Zayden Kite of Gym Tech on high bar. Up next on high bar for Arizona will be Elliot Foster. Cameron Nelson, Senior World Team Championship member for Evo on vault. Charlie Larson, University of Michigan on floor. Up next on floor for Minnesota will be Ben Letvin. Coming up next on vault for Evo will be Joshua Carnes. David Ramirez of Ohio State on pommel horse. University of Oklahoma's Nathan Roman on rings. Now on vault for Evo, Joshua Carnes. Now on parallel bars for Stanford, Taylor Burkhart. Joshua Carnes of Evo on vault. Elliott Foster of Arizona Collegiate on high bar. Stanford on parallel bars. Now on rings for Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosuk. Alexandra Natachi of Nebraska on pommel horse. Ben Letman of Minnesota on floor. Coming up next on floor for University of Michigan will be Olympian Frederick Richard. Sasha Boganosuk of Oklahoma on rings. Coming up on parallel bars for Stanford will be David Shama. Coming up on rings for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. Now on parallel bars for Stanford, David Shama.
It's okay. That's not the most. Moving on. It just hurt a little bit. The sole.
Now on floor for University of Michigan, Olympian Frederick Richard. Shama of Stanford on parallel bars. Coming up next on P bars for Stanford, Senior World Championships team member Colt Walker. Now on rings for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. Frederick Richard of Michigan. On floor, Alex Knoll of Oklahoma on rings. Coming up next on floor for Minnesota will be Kellen Ryan. Coming up next on rings for Oklahoma will be Olympian Yul Moldauer. And coming up next on parallel bars for Stanford will be Senior World Championships team member Colt Walker. Now on parallel bars for Stanford, Senior World Championships team member Colt Walker. Minnesota, Kellen Ryan. Stanford on parallel bars. Now on rings for Oklahoma, Olympian Yul Moldauer. Kellen Ryan of Minnesota on floor. University of Oklahoma and Olympian on rings. This concludes competition in the third rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their fourth event at the halfway point of the first night of the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships for senior men. Gymnasts may now begin to warm up for the fourth rotation at the halfway point of the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our rotation game breaks. I've got my good little buddy here. What's your name?
Caleb.
All right, Caleb, we're going to play mummy rap. Who do you think's going to win between these two teams? Which ones? These two over here? All right, well, we'll see. The object of the game is you got one person that's going to get wrapped up like a mummy with toilet paper, and the other person is doing the rapping. All right. You guys ready? All right, on the count of three. All right, crowd, let's hear it for them. You guys ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go! Caleb, how are they doing so far?
They look good. They look like they're doing good. They look confused.
They do look confused. I agree with you. It doesn't look like they know how to be mummies, does it?
Yeah, they definitely don't look like it.
That's right. Have a little system going right here. How do you think this is going?
Pretty good.
All right. Got some face coverage here for this one. This might be one of the slowest mummy raps I've ever seen. What do you think?
Yeah, this is really slow.
Caleb, you're pretty good at this. Don't take my job, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. Uh-oh. They broke the toilet paper.
Oh no.
That's right. Oh, no. Never good to break the TP, is it?
Yeah, don't break toilet paper.
That's right. All right. We got 10 more seconds. It's going a little faster here. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going faster than when they started.
And 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
That's when you say stop.
Stop.
All right. We got to see what the crowd says here, Caleb. All right. I know we can barely see him because he's wearing camouflage, but ask the crowd, did this group win? All right, now ask him about this group.
What about group 2?
Caleb, I think we have a winner based on crowd response. Who do you think it was that won? Who got the loudest cheer?
Group 2.
Caleb, I think it was group 1 that got the loudest response. What do you think?
Sure.
All right, Caleb, great job. Group 1, good job with the mummy rap. We're going to get back to the action down on the floor. I hope you guys are having a great time here at the Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships.
Here at the halfway point of the first night of 2 nights of competition at the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships, here are your top 3 among the senior men. Currently in 3rd place for Evo, Shane Wiskus. In 2nd place for Stanford, Taylor Burkhart. And leading the way with a 43.066 in the all-around for University of Michigan, Frederick Richard. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 4. Starting off on floor for Illinois, Hassani Dodu. Starting off on pommel horse for Penn State, Landon Simpson. Starting off on rings for agility, Justin Park. Starting off on vault for West Point, Cash Johnston. Starting off on parallel bars for Evo, Danila Lakin. And now on high bar for Stanford, Xander Hong. Cash Johnston of West Point on vault. Up next on vault for Oklahoma will be Fuzzy Bennis. Landon Simpson of Penn State on pommel horse. Coming up on pommel horse for Gym USA will be Ori Riley. Justin Park of agility on rings. Up next on rings for Salto will be Anthony Rusinski. Danila Lakin of Evo on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Evo will be Lincoln Dubin. Xander Hong of Stanford on high bar. Up next on high bar for Stanford will be Nicholas Kubler. Now on pommel horse for Gym USA, Ori Riley. Now on vault for Oklahoma, Fuzzy Bennis. Fuzzy Bennis of Oklahoma on vault. Coming up next on vault for Oklahoma will be Nathan Roman. Now on rings for Salto, Anthony Rusinski. Now on high bar for Stanford, Nicholas Kubler. Coming up next on pommel horse for Minnesota, Ben Letvin. Now on floor for Navy, Brian Solomon. Anthony Rusinski of Salto on rings. Now on vault for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. Lincoln Dubin of Evo on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Evo will be Michael Giroux. Coming up on rings for Nebraska, Christopher Heiser. Nathan Roman of Oklahoma on vault. Now on pommel horse for Minnesota, Ben Letvin. Nicholas Kubler of Stanford on high bar. up next on high bar for Stanford will be June Ey. Now on ball for Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosuk. Ben Letvin of Minnesota on pommel horse. Coming up next on pommels for Michigan will be Aronson Mansberger. Sasha Boganosuk of Oklahoma on vault. Coming up next on vault for Oklahoma will be Alex Knoll. Now on parallel bars for Evo, Michael Giroux.
Come on now, Mike. Come on, have fun with it. Let's go.
Now on high bar for Stanford, June Ey. Now on rings for Nebraska, Christopher Heiser. For Michigan, Aronson Mansberger.
Let's go, Mike. You got it. You got it. Stay focused. Get on down.
Michael Giroux of Evo on parallel bars. Now on vault for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. June Ey of Stanford on high bar. Up next on high bar for Stanford will be Taylor Burkhart. Up next on P bars for Evo will be Krewbold. Alex Knoll of Oklahoma on vault. Up next on vault for Oklahoma will be Olympian Yul Moldauer. Christopher Heiser of Nebraska on rings. Up next on rings for Ohio State, David Ramirez. Aronson Mansberger. Brian Solomon of Nate. Garrett Scully of Illinois on floor. Up next on floor for Gym Tech, Zayden Kite. Now on vault for Oklahoma, Olympian Yul Moldauer. Now on parallel bars for Evo, Krewbold. Olympian Yul Moldauer of Oklahoma on vault. Now on high bar for Stanford, Taylor Burkhart. Coming up next on vault for Oklahoma will be Hunter Simpson. Krewbold of Evo on parallel bars. Coming up next on P bars for Evo, Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson. Now on ball for Oklahoma, Hunter Simpson. Taylor Burkhart of Stanford on high bar. Hunter Simpson of Oklahoma on vault. Up next on high bar for Stanford will be Cooper Kim. Coming up next on pommel horse for Michigan will be Olympian Frederick Richard. David Ramirez of Ohio State on rings. Now on pommel horse for Michigan, Olympian Frederick Richard. Up next on rings for Nebraska will be Alexandru Natachi. Now on parallel bars for Evo, Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson. Zayden Kite of Gymtech on floor. Coming up next on floor for Arizona, Elliott Foster. Cameron Nelson of Evo on parallel bars. Olympian Frederick Richard of University of Michigan on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for Minnesota, Kellen Ryan. Up next on parallel bars for Evo will be Joshua Carnes. Cooper Kim of Stanford on high bar. Now on rings for Nebraska, Alexandru Natachi. That was David Shama of Stanford on high bar. Coming up next on high bar for Stanford, Cooper Kim. Now on floor for Arizona Collegiate, Elliott Foster. Alexandru Natachi of Nebraska on rings. Up next on rings for Nebraska will be Asher Cohen. Now on parallel bars for Evo, Joshua Carnes. Now on pommels for Minnesota, Kellen Ryan. Now on high bar for Stanford, Cooper Kim. Elliott Foster of Arizona Collegiate on floor. Up next on floor for Greenville will be Kyler Hinson. Kellen Ryan of Minnesota on pommel horse. Joshua Carnes of Evo on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Evo will be Olympian Shane Wiskus. Kim of Stanford on high bar. Now on rings for Nebraska, Asher Cohen. Of Greenville on floor. Asher Cohen of Nebraska on rings. Now on parallel bars for Evo, Olympian Shane Wiskus. Of Evo on parallel bars. This concludes competition in rotation 4. Gymnasts may now advance to their 5th event in the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships. Jim, this may now begin the warm-up for rotation 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back up here in the crowd for another rotation break game. I have my contestants here. This is a little mom versus son trivia, and we're going to see who's smarter. Okay, we need to introduce these folks. What's your name?
Luca.
How you doing, Luca?
Great.
Are you feeling confident about this versus your mom?
Yeah.
All right, Mom, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
What's your name?
I'm Jessica.
Jessica versus Luca. All right, I'm going to read off the question. You're going to start first, and you just let me know what the answer is, okay? All right. Luca, what color is the floor exercise?
Blue.
That is correct. Great job. All right, Mom, time to catch up. What is the Arizona state bird?
Cardinal?
Nope. It's the cactus wren. You were close, though. All right, Luca, you got a 1-0 lead. All right, question number 2. What American city will the 2028 Olympics be in?
San Francisco. Los Angeles.
There you go. Your mom whispered San Francisco to you, didn't she? Yeah, I could tell. No cheating, Mom. All right. Mom, what day did Arizona become a state?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I don't know is incorrect. It is February 14th, 1912. All right. Luca, 2-0 lead. All right. What animal is the mascot Flip?
Cat.
That's right. Smoking them. Love it. All right, Mom, got some catching up to do. What height is the largest Segura cactus ever recorded?
100 feet.
Nope. 100 feet is a little too tall. It's 78 feet, 23.8 meters. All righty. Luca, I need you to what events are the 2026 Xfinity Gymnastics Championships? That's this event. I need you to name 2 of them. 2 of the men's events. What are they?
Floor. Vault.
Floor and vault. You got it, buddy. That's 2 of them. You're right. There were 6, All right, Mom. On average, how many days of sunshine does Phoenix, Arizona tend to have?
365. It's always sunny here.
Nope. 300. At least you were kind of in the ballpark. All right. Luca, I think you're going to win this one. It's the last question. You're already up 4-0. All right. What city or state is this event, the 2026 Xfinity Gymnastics Championships, being held in?
Phoenix.
That is correct. You're smart. All right, Mom. If you can get this, I'll be impressed, and I might let you catch up. Who knows? What year did the Phoenix Suns have their first NBA Finals debut?
76? 1976?
That's right. It is 1976. You looked over your shoulder at the banner hanging up there. I'm only going to give you 2 points because the banner helped. Luca, you won 5-2. How you feeling?
Good.
Are you smarter than your mom?
Yeah.
Not so sure, but today you are. Give it up for Luca and Jessica. Great job. Back to the action down there on the floor.
We have 2 rotations remaining of competition tonight, the first of 2 nights of competition for senior men at the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships. Here are your current top 3 in the all-around. Currently in 3rd place for Evo, it's Danila Lathan with a score of 55.765. In 2nd place for Evo with a score of 56.407, Shane Wiskus. And leading the way in the all-around with a 56.471 score for Michigan, Frederick Richard. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 5. Starting off on floor for Stanford, Nicholas Kubler. Starting off on pommel horse for Navy, Brian Solomon. Starting off on rings for Gym USA, Ori Riley. Starting off on vault for Salto, Anthony Rushinsky. Starting off on parallel bars for Oklahoma, Fuzzy Venice. And now on high bar for Evo, Lincoln Dubin. Anthony Rushinsky of Salto on vault. Coming up next on vault for Nebraska will be Christopher Heiser. Brian Solomon of Navy on pommel horse. Coming up next on pommels for Air Force will be Senior World Championships team member Patrick Hoops. Ori Riley of Gym USA on rings. Coming up next on rings for Minnesota will be Ben Letvin. Nicholas Kubler of Stanford on floor. Fuzzy Bettis of Oklahoma on parallel bars. Lincoln Dubin of Evo on high bar. Christopher Heiser of Nebraska on vault. Coming up next on floor for Stanford will be June Ewine. Up next on vault, it'll be the second vault for Nebraska's Christopher Heiser. Coming up next on parallel bars for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. Up next on high bar for Evo will be Michael Giroux. Now on pommel horse for Air Force, Senior World Championships team member Patrick Hoops.
Go, Patrick!
Now the second ball for Nebraska's Christopher Heiser. Now on high bar for Evo, Michael Giroux. Now on floor for Stanford, June Ewine. Now on parallel bars for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. Senior World Championships team member for Air Force on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for University of Illinois, Senior World Championships team member Brandon Dang. Ben Letvin of Minnesota on rings. Up next on rings for Michigan will be Olympian Frederick Richard. Michael Giroux of Evo on high bar. Coming up next on high bar for Evo, Crew Bowl. Nathan Roman of Oklahoma on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosuk. Coming up next on vault for Nebraska will be Alexandru Natachi.
My coach told me to do that.
Now on pommel horse for University of Illinois, Senior World Championships team member Brandon Dang.
Down, Brandon! Come on!
Now on floor for Stanford, Taylor Burkhart. Now on rings for University of Michigan, Frederick Richard. Now on parallel bars for Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosuk. Brandon Dang, the Senior World Championships team member for University of Illinois. Olympian for University of Michigan on rings. Sasha Boganosuk of Oklahoma on parallel bars. Now on vault, the second vault for Nebraska's Alexandru Natachi. Alexandru Natachi of Nebraska on vault. Coming up next on vault for agility will be Justin Park. Coming up next on pommel horse for Gym Tech, Zayden Kite. Coming up next on rings for Minnesota will be Kellen Ryan. Up next on parallel bars for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. Now on high bar for Evo, Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson. action on high bar. Coming up next for Evo, Joshua Carnes. Minnesota men's on rings. Now on high bar for Evo, Joshua Carnes. Alex Knoll of Oklahoma on parallel bars. Coming up next on P-bars for Oklahoma will be Olympian Yul Moldauer. Joshua Carnes of Evo on high bar. Coming up next on high bar for Evo will be Olympian Shane Wiskus. Now on floor for Stanford, Cooper Kim. Now on pommel horse for Gym Tech, Zayden Kite. Coming up next on rings for Penn State will be Landon Simpson. Now on parallel bars for Oklahoma, Olympian Yul Moldauer. Cooper Kim of Stanford on floor. Coming up next on floor for Stanford will be Xander Hahn. Zayden Kite of Gym Tech on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for Arizona will be Elliott Foster. Olympian Yul Moldauer of Oklahoma on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for Oklahoma will be Hunter Simpson. Now on high bar for Evo, Olympian Shane Wiskus. Landon Simpson of Penn State on rings. Now on floor for Stanford, Xander Hong. Now on pommel horse for Arizona, Elliott Foster. Olympian Shane Wiskus of Evo on high bar. Elliott Foster of Arizona on pommel horse. Xander Hong of Stanford on floor. Now on parallel bars for Oklahoma, Hunter Simpson. Coming up next on pommel horse for Greenville will be Kyler Henson.
There you go, let's go. Come on now.
Coming up next on high bar for Evo will be Danila Lakin. Of Greenville on pommel horse. Coming up next on pommels for Illinois will be Hassan Adodu. Hunter Simpson of Oklahoma on parallel bars. Now on high bar for Evo, Danila Lakin. Coming up next on parallel bars for West Point, Cash Johnston. Now on pommel horse for Illinois, Hassan Adodu. Danila Lakin of Evo on high bar.
Work it.
Dodu of Illinois on pommel horse. Now on parallel bars for West Point, Cash Johnston. Of West Point on parallel bars.
Like that.
This concludes competition in the 5th rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their 6th and final event on the first night of the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships for senior men. Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for the 6th and final rotation of tonight's competition in the Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the T-shirt cannon. If you want to get a T-shirt, get on your feet. All right, folks, that's all the T-shirts I've got tonight. But while you're on your feet, let's get a dance cam going on. Who's got the best moves in the house? DJ, spin that track. Oh, great job, you guys. We're to get back to the action down on the floor.
Two Evos and a University of Michigan gymnast leading the way heading into the final rotation tonight, the first night of competition for senior men at the Xfinity Gymnastics Championships. Currently in third place for Evo, Shane Wiskus. In second place for Evo, Danila Lakin. And leading the way in the all-around with a 70.726 for Michigan, Frederick Richard. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 6. Starting off on floor for Evo, Michael Giroux. On pommel horse for Stanford, June Ewai. On rings for Illinois, Garrett Schooley. On vault for Michigan, Charlie Larson. On parallel bars for Ohio State, David Ramirez. And now on high bar for Oklahoma, Fuzzy Venice. Charlie Larson of Michigan on vault. Coming up next on vault for Minnesota will be Ben Letfit. Garrett Schooley of Illinois on rings. Up next on rings for Gym Tech will be Zayden Kite. June Ewai of Stanford on pommels. Coming up next on pommel horse for Stanford will be Taylor Burkhart. Michael Giroux of Evo on floor. Up next on floor for Evo will be Crew Bowl. That was David Ramirez of Ohio State on parallel bars. Coming up next on P-bars for Nebraska, Alexandru Natachi. Fuzzy Venice of Oklahoma on high bar. Coming up next on high bar for Oklahoma will be Nathan Roman.
Come on, T. Come on, T.
Now on ball for Minnesota, Ben Letfin.
All right, let's go, T. Come on. Yeah, come on, T.
Ben Letfin of Minnesota on ball. Coming up next on ball for Michigan, Olympian Frederick Richard. June Ewai of Stanford on pommel horse. Correction, Taylor Burkhart of Stanford on pommel horse. Coming up next on pommels for Stanford will be David Shama. Parallel bars for Nebraska, Alexandru Natachi. Now on high bar for Oklahoma, Nathan Roman. Zayden Kite of Gym Tech on rings. Now on vault for Michigan, Olympian Frederick Richard. Drew Bold of Evo on floor. Up next on floor for Evo, Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson. Frederick Richard of Michigan on vault. Nathan Roman of Oklahoma on high bar. Coming up next on high bar for Oklahoma will be Sasha Boganosa. Up next on parallel bars for Nebraska will be Asher Cohen. Coming up next on rings for Arizona Collegiate, Elliot Foster. Up Up next on vault for Minnesota will be Kellen Ryan. Shama of Stanford on pommel horse. Coming up next on pommels for Stanford, Cooper Kim. Kellen Ryan of Minnesota on vault. Up next on vault for Meadowlands will be Owen Shepard. Now on high bar for Oklahoma, Sasha Boganosiuk. Now on floor for Evo, Senior World Championships team member Cameron Nelson. Elliott Foster of Arizona on rings. Coming up next on rings for Greenville will be Kyler Hinson. Owen Shepard of Meadowlands on vault. Now on pommel horse for Stanford, Cooper Kim. Sasha Boganosiuk of Oklahoma on high bar. Coming up next on high bar for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. Asher Cohen of Nebraska on parallel bars. Up next on P-bars for agility will be Justin Park. Cooper Kim of Stanford on pommel horse. Up next on pommels for Stanford, Xander Hahn. Cameron Nelson, Senior World Championships team member for Evo on floor. Owen Shepard of Meadowlands on vault. Up next on vault for Penn State will be Landon Simpson. Coming up next on floor for Evo will be Joshua Carnes. Now on high bar for Oklahoma, Alex Knoll. Kyler Hinson of Greenville on rings. Coming up on rings for Illinois will be Hassan Adodu. Now on vault for Penn State, Landon Simpson. Landon Simpson of Penn State on vault. Up next on vault for Gym USA will be Ori Riley. Now on pommel horse for Stanford, Xander Hahn.
Come on, Xander. Come on, Xander.
Now on rings for Illinois, Hassan Adodu. Now on vault for Gym USA, Ori Riley. Alex Knoll of Oklahoma on high bar. Xander Hong of Stanford on pommel horse. And that was Ori Riley of Gym USA on vaults. Hassan Adodu of Illinois on rings. Coming up next on rings for Navy, Brian Solomon.
I wasn't even nervous going to my events.
Now on floor for Evo, Joshua Carnes. Now on high bar for Oklahoma, Olympian Yul Moldauer. Now on parallel bars for Salto, Anthony Rushinsky. Joshua Carnes of Evo on floor. Sander Hong of Nicholas Kubler of Stanford on pommel horse. Now on rings for Navy, Brian Solomon. Anthony Rushinsky of Salto on parallel bars. Coming up next on high bar for Oklahoma, Hunter Simpson. Brian Solomon of Navy on rings. Now on floor for Evo, Olympian Shane Wiskus. Hunter Simpson of Oklahoma on high bar. Coming up next on high bar for West Point will be Cash Johnston. Olympian Shane Wiskus of Evo on floor. Coming up next on floor for Evo will be Danila Lakin. Now on high bar for West Point, Cash Johnston.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to Denver. Shout out to Oklahoma. Thanks for supporting.
Cash Johnston of West Point on high bar. Now on floor for Evo, Danila Lakin. Danila Lakin of Evo on floor.
I'm lost. I got lost.
Coming up next on floor for Evo will be Lincoln Dubin. Now on floor for Evo, Lincoln Dubin.
My feet were still first and my legs.
Lincoln Dubin of Evo on floor. This concludes day one of competition for the 2026 Men's Xfinity U.S. Championships. Please join us in recognizing all of these talented athletes. Great thanks to you, judges, for all of your hard work and dedication.
Ball was sick. The roach I messed up. It doesn't matter. You stuck the 2.5.
Gymnastics fans, we want to thank you again for your support of these incredible athletes competing this weekend at the Mortgage Matchup Center here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona for the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Men's Championships. Come back tomorrow for the first day of the junior and senior women's competition, and again Saturday to cheer on the junior and senior men for their final day of competition in the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Championships. For a full list of events, visit XfinityChampionships.com. Thank you for your support of USA Gymnastics gymnasts, and please have a safe trip tonight.